Welcome to Westbridge Hills 22. I am Black Cat FS. This is our used machinery challenge. We are indeed back on our used machinery challenge, Westbridge Hills 22. We've moved into September. We need to put cotton into this field, which we're going to do. We've got our setup there. This is the field that we did in the last episode, so you'll see we've started getting weeds in it now. We're going to have to, over the course of this month, we're going to have to get a sprayer again, I think, to get a spot sprayer. I think we'll probably lease to get rid of them. However, we've still got the roller as well, so we'll need the roller. That was completely rolled. How are we doing for fertilizer and nitrogen? Bad, so yeah. We're going to have to get the fertilizer going as well on there. In fact, we've just got a lot to do in general, haven't we? Let's get this going. Remember, this is a direct drill, so we can put cotton straight into it. However, it does use up loads of seed. Right, so that's going to need fertilizer on it as well. Right, we're so we're going to have cotton in this one as well. I mean, this is a pretty decent sized field as well. And our original field, we need to figure out what we're going to put in there. We'll get that done throughout the month of September as well. But I haven't decided. It'll probably be something quick, to be honest. I'm thinking maybe even like sorghum. Sorghum's 4 months, isn't it? It's just something to get sort of in the ground, basically to get some money coming in, because we're going to need it. I know we've got the option of getting loans out, but if we don't need to, then I won't. Oh, from the last episode as well, we made about, if you remember, it's been a few days since the last episode, because I will have put 3 episodes of survival challenge out. Just how things have worked out, and the way I finished the video as well. I didn't explain something in a video. It was about you'll already know, but it was about the olive farming. I didn't explain what we were going to go on to do, and that was just me being a div, really. So I ended up putting 3 episodes of No Man's Land out. So you might not remember, but we only had about 90 grand or high 80s. It'll probably have been high 80s actually when we finished the last episode. We actually made 30 odd grand by selling the bales from this field. We baled it off camera, like I said I was going to, and then just sold them straight away. And yeah, 30 odd grand we got for that. So that covered quite a lot of the leasing fees that we had to pay for. So I wasn't sort of unhappy with that whatsoever. I mean, them leasing fees are absolutely caning us at the minute, and we knew they would, and it's part of the challenge, isn't it, to sort of try to get around them. I can't do anything but other than buy from the used machinery, which, like, there's nothing in there now, nothing at all. And because of how big the field is and how big the our sort of requirement for machinery, or the need for big machinery, sorry, it's not that often that things are coming up now. I think right at the beginning of the series, it seemed like things were popping up all the time, like, oh, we need that. So we need, I don't know, we need that planter, or not the planter, sorry, the seed of that popped up. It was a direct drill popped up on it. So we need one of them. We needed, this tractor was another, the Rigitrack. Then this tractor, they would all like, we need that because we haven't got them. It's not like we've got a choice. But now things aren't really popping up as consistently as what I'd have liked them to be honest, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, we've got a fair amount to do. There's bits of the stones either side here. I think there's 2 piles. There's one there, and I've just seen the other one. There's one just there on the left hand side. That's off when we first ploughed this field. So if at any point I remember, which I probably won't, they will literally stay there the whole entire series now, I would imagine. I was going to say I'd get them to the debris crusher, but it ain't going to happen, is it? I think we all know it's not going to happen. Did I have a look? I can't remember if I had a look to see. That wasn't good. That wasn't good. To see how long cotton takes. Oh, good. I must have. There we go. It's down again. Do you know, I was just looking as well. I'm not going back through it. I think it takes a bit of time. It takes about 8 months or so cotton, doesn't it? I think it takes quite a while. Take even longer since I'm missing bits. I'll come back to them. There's going to be another bit there. Do you know what, I might as well just keep that on a straight line now and just go back and do that whole bit. Desperate for something decent to come up in that used machinery, you know. Absolutely desperate. And if it's a cotton harvester, even better. It doesn't even matter which one it is, you know. Whichever one came up, whether it be the case or whether it be any of the 3 John Deere's that's on there, I really don't care. I think, was it on No Man's Land, that massive John Deere, the like 900 and odd grand one that did actually come up, didn't it? I'm sure it was No Man's Land. Okay, so what I think we'll do is we'll get this on a bit of a time lapse. I'll probably show some of the rolling on the time lapse as well, and then we'll see how far into the video we are and then go from there. So it won't be overly long. The time lapses at the minute have generally been only about 30 odd, 40 odd seconds, something like that, so it's not overly long. no idea how long the time lapse will have been. I don't think it'll have been overly long. Like I said just before we left, I'm tending to purposely keep them shorter at the minute. I think when they were sort of a minute and a half long, it was a bit too long, wasn't it? So I'm liking the shorter ones at the minute, even though like there's a hell of a lot of work being done to it. The roller, I've got in a worker. I'm just going to let that keep going. I thought the worker would have actually caught up to us, but it's only doing 7 miles an hour, that roller, where this is on this is doing 11, so I was really impressed with that. So yeah, I'll just let that worker keep going. I do need, although I'm not going to do it, am I going to do it in this one? I was going to say I do need to go and seed that other field. It's not going to be with this planter though, because I'm putting something else in there, whether it's going to be, I don't know, a cereal crop, something like that, I don't know, but I'm putting something else in. What to do now? Let's move this out the way. We'll get this parked over here. You can see I brought the fertilizer spreader up. Anything new in there? Nothing new in there. I kind of think we should start. Just get that warmed up. I think we looked at this just before, didn't we? Yeah, let's start process on that cotton field there. Car's just going to avoid it. Is that a bit that I've missed rolling? Does, isn't it? Never mind. Won't be the first bit I've missed. Definitely won't be the last. I have no idea, because it was, when was it? Oh, it was last night when I started recording this first bit. So the bit just before the time lapse. Is that? Yeah, it's changing. I have no idea how long that first section was, so I don't particularly know how long we've got to do this. I know the weeding I'm going to do in the next video. That's not going to be in this one. Definitely not now. Right, let's see if that's changing. Back to 93. In fact, it might not be this one where I started losing some. I think it's on No Man's Land, where, in fact, it is definitely on No Man's Land. I've just done the big olive. It's not a field, is it? What is it? The olive thing. I've just done that, and that's knocked me, just by doing that, it's knocked me environmental score right down. A good few points as well. It's not even just like a point or so. It's knocked it by a good few points, which is disappointing. I have to get that going again. I mean, did we say we 91 on this one? 93. That gives us a 13% boost. Not bad at all. I think that'll probably be the highest then, won't it, that we've had. If we can start selling at that price, that'll be great. I mean, this was, I can't remember how much we paid for it, but however much we paid for it, it was an absolute steal, wasn't it? when we're working on fields this big, yeah, gotta love that. I'm sure with this as well, I hummed and hawed on whether to actually get it when it first came out, but it would have been a massive mistake if we didn't. I mean, it just should, even though I don't know what the, let's have a look, see what the working width on this is. Where are we at? 36 meters. I mean, it's still a huge task, isn't it? The actual fertilizer isn't going down as quickly as well I thought it might. If it only took between 5 and 6% to do one run of it, I'm more than happy with that. I mean, we've already paid for the fertilizer anyway. It's in our tank, so yeah, I do not mind that at all. I'm going to be checking that used machinery page like 1,000 times today, just because I'm desperate for something. Do you know what I really want as well? I don't know if I've mentioned this, and it's not the cotton harvester. I really want a wheel loader, like a big one, like one of the big JCBs, or have we had Caterpillar in FS or not? I know it's mostly sort of construction equipment they do, isn't it? But I'm sure they do stuff like wheel loaders. Can't remember if I've seen stuff like that in FS before. That'd be quite cool if we can start getting that Caterpillar stuff. I live not too far away from one of the Caterpillar factories, so I see them quite a bit. Yeah, one of the big wheel loaders. That's what I want. It just really helps with especially if we get in the cotton baler that produces like the 20,000 litres bales, then they really help moving them about. Right, what I think we'll do, we'll have a bit of a jump, because as you can see I've done 2 runs and it's like hardly scratched the surface. So let's have a bit of a jump. We'll come back, I don't know, I can imagine it's probably going to be close to midday, and we'll see what we can get done then. Final one, and these would be happy to know that we will be moving off very shortly. They'll have to stay like that for now. There's nothing I can do. I've reduced the width as far as I can. I can't go any smaller than this because it's just that little bit too wide to do so. But I mean, it's hardly using any of them at the minute. I'm more than happy with that. What I'm going to do is, once this is done, I'm going to leave this up to do that field up there. I can't remember what number it is. Number 12. So I'm going to leave this up to do field number 12. Then we are going to nip over to the farm. There's a couple of little things that we need to do. It's just tend to the animals, basically. That's what we need to do. And then we're going to leave it for today. It's 2:30 now. I did speed up time a little bit just because I wanted to see what was going to come in there. And at the minute there's nothing. There's that Roland. bale trailer that obviously we don't need because we've already got a bale trailer. Yeah, there's literally nothing in there. Is it going to turn off? Yeah, he's happy now. Yeah, there's nothing in there for us to get, so maybe as the day goes on, there might be something else. I'm not sure. I doubt we'll see it in this video. It would have to be the next one. So I mean, once we've done them little jobs there, that's going to leave us in the back half of September. We're going to have to weed this field. We're going to have to direct drill our original field, and I think that might be about it. Right, I'll get this because we put fertilizer down on that one, didn't we? On our grass field. So yeah, I think that might be about it, which won't be bad at all, really. Oh, I'll tell you what we need to do. I know exactly what we need to do. We need to not do a contract, but it just caught my eye. We need to get some barley over to the mill. That's what we need to do. Because at the minute we're not producing flour. We simply living off the flour that we've produced. Not in the UK. Let's go on this side of the road. That we've produced previously. So we need to get that production going again. Was September going to be the highest price for canola as well? Let's have a look at that. I feel like, because it was a while ago, even though we made a ton of money when we sold that canola before, I feel like I sold it a month early. No, sold it a couple of months early. November's the highest. But I mean, what are we at now for canola? 1.3. Yeah, it's a little bit low, isn't it? Saying that, that's not that bad. That Ravenport price isn't bad at all, but I'll still wait. Oats is December, barley December as well. So yeah, we're alright for them for now. Right. Avert your eyes. Don't even want to be on that one either. I want to be on this one. Right. Look it up. Ah, I do need that wheel loader. Not the wheel loader, the telehandler. So let's go back. I hate doing that. It's because obviously I do it when I'm not recording. But it comes from things like doing the roleplay. We never do stuff like that in the roleplay, and we always like this in the roleplay, and unless I've got the drone on, and then we may be up here. But yeah, tabbing, I just get out of the habit of doing it, really. I mean, there should be no reason, to be honest, why in a series like this we can't do it. We need to direct drill that. I don't need the straw, so I might just put sorghum in. I can't remember if I spoke about it right at the beginning, because it was last night. Like I said, I can't remember if I actually mentioned it or not. But sorghum, it's only 4 months, it'll be up really quickly. And we'll get some money in the coffers for it. Also, if it's sorghum, January, that's going to hit peak price as well, isn't it? In fact, we will do sorghum. So first job, and we are literally about finished. We're only going to do, we've got 2 things we need to do. One of them is feeding the sheep. I wouldn't be surprised if this takes all of that. Oh, good chunk of it anyway. Yeah, it's took all of it. I might just put another one on just to keep it ticking over. Right, I'll put this down before we do the turn, because as we've proven with this, it tips very easily. I like them trees being there in the centre, but it's really annoying from a camera point of view. Right, so that'll be full now. It is 11,500. We're going to have to take that extra wool up, and yeah, that's perfect. I thought we did it in possibly the last video. Let's go and park this up, and then I'm just going to use the front loader, I think, to feed the chickens. And that will see us done. It's about to rain anyway, so we'll keep. I'm going to return this because we don't need it. In fact, have I just heard thunder? I don't know. I've got the sound slightly on. I don't, like I've said before, a lot of the time I don't play with the sound on, but I kept it on just really low, and I thought I heard some thunder there. It might not have been. You'll be able to hear it better than I do. I'm going to have to move that truck, aren't I? I'm just going to keep this on higher. Like I said, I don't know if I've mentioned that as well, but it's just going to stay on the lease until I get a different option. Get barley in there. I'll only put one in. It'll probably need more, but I can do that off camera. How much is that going to need? Wrong one. Oh god, it is. It's going to need a good chunk, isn't it? Right. Nah, barely touched the sides. Okay, look, this is where I think we'll leave it. We're making a good sort of dent into those cotton fields. Obviously there's a hell of a lot of work to do, but we knew that once we started, and we haven't got our original field done yet either, which we've decided what we're going to do with it and the reason why we're going to do with it, so we'll sort that out. In fact, I might even start with that. That might be the first thing we do in the next episode. I think I might set the fertilizer away on a worker up the top there, and then start direct drilling this field myself. So I think that's a good place to end. I'll finish feeding these chickens, topping it up, and I'll just say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.